Yo, what is up, guys? It is Tom, back again with another crypto video. Today, I want to talk about something a little different. I want to go into an altcoin I'm watching that I think could be pretty big. And, even though if it's not, say, it doesn't, turn out to be really big, I just think that the technology is really cool. And so I thought I'd, share it with you guys. So, that cryptocurrency is called LISK. Right now it is, has a market cap of roughly $714 billion. So that is crazy, guys. This is in the top 15 cryptocurrencies. And we're trading at about $6.23 right now. I think it's a little bit overextended, a little bit overpriced. If I was going to start a position, I would want to start in maybe a little bit lower. But let's go over to the website, kind of tell you guys, give you a little introduction on what LISK is. So I'll just read you guys the quick intro here. So on LISK's website, it says, nowadays we have Apple's App Store and Google's, the Google Play Store. Both are centralized solutions owned by corporations for centralized applications. The LISK Foundation believes in a decentralized future. In order to achieve this, LISK strives to make blockchain technology accessible for everybody by building a blockchain application platform, likewise for users and developers. So guys, essentially that's what it is. LISK is LISK wants to revolutionize the way we make applications. Just think of apps on your iPhone here, or your Samsung device. Apple runs on iOS, so developers will build applications for iPhones. They will build on the iOS platform. Same thing with Google for the Google Play Store. It runs on Android, so developers kind of build on those two centralized platforms. And I'm gonna get into the pros and cons of this, because even though LISK is a really revolutionary platform, and that I think that a lot of developers may want to kind of switch over to a decentralized market in terms of building their apps and kind of their projects on, I really do believe that Apple and Google in terms of iOS and Android hold so much market share that it may be a little bit difficult for this idea of decentralized applications to kind of break through the market. So let's go over here, guys. So let's just recap a little bit. So LISK is a decentralized app development solution, blockchain based apps. That's it. Google has Android, Apple has iOS. Just think of it like LISK has the blockchain, cryptocurrency, right? Typos here, guys. It's like 1 a.m. Sorry. So LISK is another building crypto. So what is a building crypto? You guys can think of Ethereum and Neo, anything that other crypto companies can build and use their services upon those things, right? So like Ethereum, a lot of crypto companies are building on the Ethereum blockchain. Same thing with Neo. You could there's tons of crypto companies building on the Neo blockchain. So those are kind of the categories of cryptocurrencies. And LISK is another building crypto network. Like I said before, LISK wants app developers to build on their decentralized network. So instead of smart contract solutions, they offer app development solutions. I'll touch on that briefly a little bit later, because LISK is going to implement some form of smart contracts going into Q1 of 2018. So I just want to leave that there for now. So LISK, right? I was doing my research. I'm looking at opening a position in LISK for the long term. So I wanted to get some of the pros and cons and share them with you guys. So right off the bat, you can earn free LISK, and you do this by voting for delegates, which is kind of cool. So if you're a LISK holder and you have LISK in your wallet, it's kind of like they create like sort of a democracy, right, between the LISK community. So we actually vote for delegates, on the LISK network, which is pretty cool, guys. And it really does give the power to the people. What other platform or what other company lets you vote for delegates, unless you can kind of compare this like you know like in the stock market, like you could have I'm blanking out on the name here, guys, but that you could be on the board of directors for that specific stock or something like that, like a board holder, a chair holder, something like that. And so you can earn free LISK from this, which is pretty cool. So it's kind of, think of it like not such as like a dividend like Neo gives you, free gas. This is a little bit different. So it lets you vote on the delegates. You can elect them, and for your participation, they reward you with free LISK. Number two, guys, I thought this was really important. As you guys know, I like to look for cryptocurrencies with a relatively small circulating supply. And why is this? Because I like price action. A lot of people ask me, hey, Tom, do you think Ripple is going to go to $5? And I'm like, no, I don't think it's going to go to $5 because the circulating supply is ridiculous. Judging on that logic, market cap would have to triple, if not double. So 114 million circulating supply to me, this is kind of in the sweet spot because this tells me, in my opinion, that we're not going to experience crazy price action. We're not going to experience this crazy volatility of, pump and dump. 114 million circulating supply with this platform kind of tells me that we're going to see long and sustained growth. You're not going to be a millionaire overnight, but you are going to see steady gains. And, that's why I like circulating supply. So there's one tip, guys, from me. If you want to find coins that can move and have a lot of price action, look for a smaller circulating supply because that creates urgency in the marketplace, in my opinion. Because, people like scarcity, people like scarce objects. They like to feel that, wow, there's only a certain amount of this, so I want to own some. The third thing, you can create back end and front end of apps using Java. For you coders and developers out there, you guys know this. That's pretty convenient. Um, but this can also be a con, which I will get to in a minute. And another pro is LISK is on all major exchanges pretty much. This can be a pro and a con because as news comes out that coins are listed on major exchanges, this can bring more volume and more money into the coins and really spike the price. And since LISK is already on most major exchanges, I really don't see the price moving that drastically. And that's kind of touching back on point number two. So let's go over some of the cons, guys. It's steep competition. I mean, if you're going up against Apple, you're going up against Google, iOS, Android. I mean, they pretty much have this space wrapped up tight. So it's going to be interesting to see how many developers will actually want to use LISK as a platform to develop their apps when they already know that they could be profitable and develop on the iOS and Google Android platforms, right? I mean, I'm not too big. I don't really know too many developers. I haven't really talked person to person, face to face, but I mean maybe you guys have. And so I mean if you're a developer, I'd like your insight in the comments below. I mean, would you be interested in this sort of decentralized platform to kind of build applications on? I mean, I think it's a cool idea. I think it, can really be getting somewhere to kind of, and I think it would be really good for entrepreneurs, that really don't want to be tied down with, the high prices of building on, iOS and Android and having to pay Apple and Google. This is would be kind of like a decentralized, more of a freedom thing. I mean, that's just me, but I do see that as a con. Another big con, guys, is it only uses Java, which was a little bit weird to me. Maybe there's some reasoning behind this. I'm not an expert in the coding field. Me personally, I'm not too good at all of these languages. I know a little bit of Java, but definitely not C++ or Python. Um, so I mean, it only uses Java. I don't know why that is, but it leaves out developers that use other languages. What if someone wants to build with C++ and Python? That's kind of leaving you off the LISK network. I mean, again, maybe there's a reason for this that I don't personally know. I mean, who knows? But LISK could have a reason for that. I don't know, but I see this as a con for now. And we won't see huge price action or like a boom bust type of thing because it's already on major exchanges, guys, like I've touched before. So we're not going to see a crazy amount of volume and money being pumped into LISK unless they do some really good branding, really good promotion. And that's what we really are seeing from LISK. And as a bonus, guys, I was doing my research, and in November 22nd, it's rumored that LISK is going to go through a whole type of this rebranding and redevelopment thing, and this is going to come to be, I think, very lucrative. Because if we rewind back in time when Neo kind of did their rebranding, the price really mooned and it shot up. So, I mean, I kind of draw those two similarities, and I think that could be really lucrative for us to kind of get in and ride that wave while LISK is doing their rebranding, which could be pretty cool. And I wrote down something here, guys. I was doing some research, and so SDK is pretty much their platform, right? It's their development kits. And so that launches in Q1 of 2018. So you guys have to understand that this hasn't even really launched yet. I wouldn't consider it a project, but I would consider it like, it hasn't been fully integrated yet. So like nobody's really using it. So I mean, this could be very lucrative for us guys to kind of get in on this before it actually takes off and starts implementing it into the cryptocurrency society of people actually building applications on LISK's platform. So guys, that is my overall synopsis and scenarios on LISK. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Is LISK going to be a good cryptocurrency for us to invest in? Do you find it as a lucrative possibility for the future? Or do you think this coin's going to be a dud? I mean, hey guys, I don't know. I think it's going to be a good pick. I believe in the technology. I think they have a great team behind them. I don't want to make this video too long, so if you want to research the team, definitely go ahead. But, LISK has had a ton of credible people on the team. I think somebody on the board of directors over at Ethereum was on LISK helping through the development process, the branding process. I mean, don't quote me on that, but I did read that. And, there's tons of smart people on this team. I think it's going to be a great cryptocurrency. It's in the top 15. I'm seeing it being sustainable. And if this can take up maybe even 5% of the overall app market share and kind of steal some from iOS and Android, I mean, I think we could be in for some big profits here, guys. But, nothing's guaranteed in the cryptocurrency world. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you thought it was helpful or, you thought I kind of explained it well. And, if you're new here, please subscribe, and I appreciate you guys listening to me. So I will see you guys in the next video. It's getting late. Peace out.